Have you ever wondered how a person can vanish while standing right in front of you? We're not talking about magic, but something far more terrifying: Christian Bale. In Hollywood, they call him the chameleon, but that description is too shallow for what this man does behind the scenes. The truth is, Bale doesn't just play roles, he commits psychological crimes against his own body and mind. If you look at his journey, you won't find stability, but sharp rises and falls in weight, features, and personality. He is a king who decided to crush his crown every time he reached the top, only to start from zero with a new identity. Tonight at BREAKCROWN, we won't talk about his awards. We'll talk about that dark space he inhabits when the cameras are off. Why does this man insist on killing Christian Bale in every film? And is there anything left of him after filming, or is he just an empty vessel inhabited by ghosts? Let's go back, specifically to that dark room in the movie The Machinist. Bale wasn't acting as a man suffering from insomnia. He was literally torturing himself. I'll describe what the camera didn't show you. He was living on black coffee and 1 apple a day. He walked the city streets like a ghost, feeling a chill in his bones that the sun couldn't warm. Why? Because Bale has a psychological creed that says, "If my body doesn't suffer, my mind is lying." This is what we call in psychology the physical rooting of character. He doesn't want the director to tell him, "Look tired." He wants exhaustion to be his only truth. When you see him in this role, you aren't watching makeup. You are watching a real biological collapse. He reached a weight of 50 kilograms, to the point that doctors warned him his heart could stop at any moment. For Bale, this potential halt was the highest form of art. It is the broken crown in its rawest form, where suffering becomes the only glory. But the true madness appears in the ability to return from the dead. Only 6 months after being a skeleton, he had to become Batman. Imagine the psychological burden of this transformation, moving from total frailty to absolute strength. These aren't just workouts, it's an identity shock. Bale adopts what is called the shadow self. He lives inside Bruce Wayne's rage, his isolation, and his pain, to the point where on set, he might explode in anger for the simplest reasons. Many think he is narcissistic, but the truth is his mind is under immense pressure. He is trying to balance a superhero persona inside a body that was destroyed and rebuilt in record time. He doesn't want you to see the actor inside the suit. He wants you to feel the fear that Batman feels. And here lies the secret. Bale doesn't use muscles to look strong. He uses them to hide the fragility of a man who refuses to be ordinary for even a minute. If you asked Bale today, "Who are you?" he likely wouldn't give you a clear answer. From a bloated politician in Vice to a broken drug addict in The Fighter, psychologists see this behavior as an addiction to dissociation. Christian Bale is fleeing from himself. Perhaps he doesn't like the man he sees in the mirror when he doesn't have a role to play, so he seeks escape in the bodies of others. This is the price of excellence that no one talks about. To be the best in the world sometimes means not existing at all. He has traded his health, years of his life, and his psychological stability for moments of cinematic truth. Bale's tragedy is that he is the most famous man in the world, but in reality he is the man who no longer exists. Christian Bale's story here at BREAKCROWN is a reminder to us all. Excellence has a price, and perfection is a double-edged sword. You can build a legacy history remembers, but beware of losing yourself along the way. The true crown isn't the one you place on your head in front of people, but the peace you feel when you take off all the masks and remain alone.